Hey guys, my name is Deborah and welcome to Barefoot Bites. Today I have with you our Monday grocery haul. Every Monday I will make a grocery haul at Aldi's, and this week was no different. But the only thing is my husband told me we were strict orders to keep it on our budget. So we try to keep our budget to $150 a week for groceries, and this week he told me to stick to the budget. Last week, as you've seen in my previous grocery haul, I can link it below in the description and I'll put it in the cards at the end. I did go over budget. I spent $171, and this time I was under orders to keep it under 150 or below, and I will tell you if I did at the end. So let's get into it. So a little bit background about our family. We are a single income family. It's just my husband working. I recently left my full-time corporate job in May, and so we are now on the single income, and that means we need to budget more. We need to be more conscious of what we're spending, and I will tell you this week how we did on that budget and how we make sure we stay on our grocery budget, especially being on a single income when inflation is super high and it's expensive. Things are more expensive. Things that you could buy, or bigger grocery hauls I could do and fit in our budget back then is no longer the case now. So I'll tell you guys all the tips that I do when I'm trying to stick to our budget. So this week I was needing more snacks for the kids. So my two older toddlers, they go to a morning preschool program, but me and my husband, we're both home all day long. He works from home, and so after my kids come back in the afternoon, we're home. So we eat all of our meals at home. We eat 3 meals a day, obviously, and all the snacks and stuff. So I needed to make sure when I was going grocery shopping that I was sticking to what we needed, and especially because I know I needed to keep it on budget. I needed to think and go through our fridge and our pantry and see what we had and kind of just get the necessities of what we needed for the week. So I got some animal crackers. This is my son's favorite. He always asks for these, and we had run out last week because I forgot to pick it up. I also got him his Danimal smoothies. Every day, every morning he has these. And so last week, if you saw my other grocery haul, I was able to pick up 4 because they were on sale for $2.50. This week they were back to normal price, about $3.25. So I only picked up 3 packs of those. I got some oat milk. So my baby, who's on my back taking a nap, she is allergic, I think, to dairy. When she was a baby, when I would nurse her, she would have allergic reactions, especially when I had a lot of dairy or eggs and stuff. So I got some oat milk. I'm trying to get on the track of weaning. She's about 14 months old, so trying to get her on the oat milk train. And I also like oat milk in a coffee when I have some. I picked up 1 package of cheese. Usually I'll pick up about 2 to 3, but this week, because I knew I had some still left over from last week's grocery haul, I knew only 1 was sufficient and would be enough for the rest of the week. I also got string cheese. My daughter loves these. I always put these in her backpack for a snack when she's at school. I picked up some unsweetened applesauce. I love this. I bought one last week's at grocery haul, and I'm already almost done. And I usually will eat this with some granola that we got. And I got granola last week, and I didn't get to touch or use it because I had another case of granola, so I didn't have to buy granola this time. I also got some waffles. I spoke about this last grocery haul. Again, I'll put it in the description for you to reference what I was talking about. So my daughter eats this every day, and I need to just make my own, because obviously when you're making your own things, you know what's going into it, you know the ingredients, and obviously these have not the best ingredients, especially if it's something that she's eating every day and not just little by little. So I do plan, I think this week, hopefully, it's going to be a busy week, but I want to do a 1 batch cook day where I can make waffles and other things that we eat during the week that I can just have already prepped and ready. So look out for that. I got some more crackers. This will go by like midweek. My kids love eating this. Got some fruit snacks. They love this. This is another snack that I just throw into their backpacks for preschool. And then this is my son's favorite. He loves Cheez-Its. I also, for my daughter who's dairy-free, I buy, Aldi sells this other one that's made out of cauliflower, and it has like the cheddar flavor, and it's almost like a imitation of Cheez-Its, and she loves it. But we didn't go through that whole box through last week, and so we still had more, so I knew I didn't need to get one for her. Picked up Parmesan cheese. We go through cheese a lot because kids like mac and cheese or any type of thing, pasta, whatever we're making. So I always have to pick some up every shopping haul. Got me some yogurt. So last week I talked about me starting to get back into eating dairy since I'm not nursing as frequently as I used to. And I went through this so quickly last week and it was so good. So actually I think last week I got the plain. This time I got vanilla. Last week I would think I was just putting some drops of vanilla extract just to get that vanilla flavor, and it was good. Actually, I want to make my own yogurt. I know it's not, obviously I've seen so many videos that they're not that hard to make, and so I think I'm gonna try it. I have an Instapot. I can use this as a bit of the starter. That's another thing on my list. You guys keep me accountable for me to make these things together. Okay, so I picked up this garlic roasted pasta sauce. Now, I normally do not pick up this type of pasta sauce. Aldi's makes a good one it's an organic marinara sauce that I'm obsessed with, and I usually pick it up but for the past 2 weeks, they have not had it in stores, which I don't know why. So I really did need pasta sauce, so I grabbed this one. We were running out of black pepper, so I just picked up this black pepper. I need to actually because we go through these so quickly, I need to just pick up a big one at Costco when we go to Costco, and I'm going to put that on my list. I picked up another pack of these tortilla chips. I've mentioned it in my other grocery haul that we always pick these up. It's so good when you have chili, and I don't know why, but the organic one is just the one that you always need to get. It is so delicious. I'm gonna have to definitely stock up more, especially during the fall seasons, because we'll eat these with kind of everything. I'll make salsa, or if it's a game day, football game day, especially with some chili, this is so good to have. Picked up kettle chips for my husband. Last week he mentioned that he doesn't even like this specific, well, he's not like he doesn't like it. He loves the one that they have with vinegar and salt, and they didn't have it, so I just picked up another one. I'm sure he'll eat it, but he told me his preference is actually just the ones with vinegar. Now, I normally never pick up lasagna or pick up lasagna noodles. This is not something I actually make often, but I told you I wanted to make a day where I do some batch cooking, and I think lasagna would be such a good one, especially for the fall. That's such a good fall cozy meal, and I think I'm gonna plan to make some lasagna. Next, I picked up some freeze-dried strawberries. My baby loves these. Again, there's 6, so this is kind of like the family pack. There's 6 within this package, and so they're individually wrapped. So what I do is just grab one and put it into our diaper bag if we're going to church or if we're going out, and this is a little snack that she can just munch on. And they're so good, actually. I'm not gonna lie, I eat a lot of them too. And they're so sweet. It tastes like you're eating a real strawberry, but it's actually even sweeter. It's so good. Next, I picked up some white rice. I actually don't normally get this. I usually get the bigger ones that Aldi's had, so I went into Aldi's this morning right after doing preschool drop-off. So I got there by like about 9:30 about 9:30, and the store was not fully stocked yet. So there was actually some stuff that are missing. Some things that I was not able to get, which would have kind of brought the price up just a little bit, but not much, because one thing, I'll just mention, 2 things I didn't get. So I usually always pick up their organic apple juice. My kids love those. And so I did not get that because they didn't have it. And I also didn't pick up onions. I'm dangerously low on onions, and everything I cook always has the base of garlic and onions. And I think I only have like 1 or 2 onions in my fridge. And so I'm low. I'm probably gonna have to go to a different store to get some. But anyways, as I was talking about the rice, I usually get the big pack, but they didn't have it. Again, the store wasn't fully stocked when I went, so maybe I should not go that early anymore. But I've gone before and haven't had an issue, but this time, I don't know, they just didn't have it. So I got this organic white rice. White rice, or rice in general, is such a good thing to have in your pantry. I always have lots of rice stocked because we eat that quite often. It's something that's economical. You can make a bunch and batch cook it, put it in the fridge, and just warm it up when you need for a meal, different meals. It goes with a bunch of different things like chili, chicken, literally rice. You can make it in a million different ways. I'm Haitian, so rice is a staple in our culture, so I always have this on hand. I picked up some green peas. I like to have these like for if I make pasta, I'll throw some peas in there or whatever I need. I love to have these on hand, and I ran out. I picked up some maple syrup. We love to eat, well, my daughter loves to have waffles, so we go through this quite quickly. And again, good ingredients. It just has maple syrup in it, so there's no other stuff in there. So it's pretty good. So next for the meat, what I was able to do was I knew that we needed sausage, so I just got 1 package of beef smoked sausages. I got 1 package of turkey hot dogs. My kids love these, especially in the afternoon for a quick lunch, so I'll make this for them. Normally I pick up 2 packages, but they did not have much at the store, which was disappointing, so I only grabbed 1. I also got some bacon. This is something that we have typically every morning, so I always have to get this in our grocery haul. Next, I picked up a family pack of drumsticks. I always pick up a family pack of these. Again, the prices are jumping up. This was $6.52. I think last week it was around the same, or maybe, actually no, I might have gotten it for $5 last week. When I used to tell you guys, I used to pick this up from Aldi's every week, and they used to be like $3.50, and now it's like $6.52. It's so expensive, and you know me, I like to go through and look for the cheapest price, even down to the penny, and I always do that, and this was the cheapest. So again, I normally don't pick up chicken breast. I've been picking it up lately, and we've been loving it. Like I'll pan fry it, and I'll stick it in the oven just to finish it off, and it's so good. Or I'll make a pasta with it, or my favorite, chicken broccoli Alfredo. So I picked up some chicken breast. I could also make, my son's been asking me for chicken nuggets. Maybe I'll make that for him today, because I'll pick up from Costco their Just Bare chicken, just for something that's quick, and to put in their school bag, but I haven't gone to Costco yet, so I might make him some chicken nuggets. I picked up some fresh ground turkey. I always get a family, this is like the family size pack. They have ones that are about, like I think they have half the size, but I always pick up this one because this is what I typically use when I'm making meatballs. And again, I told you that I'm gonna do a batch cook day, so I'll probably use this to make a batch cook, a big thing of meatballs. I made some yesterday and they're already half done, so I need to make another one. For fruit, I got some strawberries. I always pick this up typically every week unless they are not good, and so I picked one up. And these are things that we just have for breakfast, or I put them in the kids' snack bag. I picked up some blueberries, another thing that my son will like to eat with his granola. He has granola and yogurt every single morning, and with a side of something, and it'll either be strawberries or blueberries. So I haven't picked up blueberries in a while, because I did notice that we were not going through them and they just would spoil and I would end up throwing it away. And again, a waste of money. Things are so expensive. So I hadn't picked it up in a while, but you know, my son's been asking for these, so I'm gonna make sure we actually eat through it. I picked up some tuna. These were on sale, and I actually picked up the wrong type. Now that I'm looking at this is tuna fish in oil. I typically like the ones that are tuna fish in water, but these were on sale for about 75 cents. So I picked up 3, but maybe that's why it was on sale, because it was in oil. But it's whatever. We're still going to use it and still eat it. We'll typically make tuna salad, or I'll make a tuna pasta. But we love to have tuna here because it's such a good form of quick protein. I picked up some avocados. I typically get about 6 avocados every single week. This week, again, they didn't have any, but they had this little bag of organic avocados. I think there's 4 in here, which is fine. I think I have about 2 avocados left from last week, but we'll go through them pretty quickly. I always, for breakfast, my baby will have some avocados, or we'll just put it alongside any kind of meal or sandwich or whatever. So this will go pretty quickly. Actually, one tip I want to give you: if you go to Aldi's or any grocery store and they have avocados on sale, and they're hard, I would pick up a bunch of them. That's what I'll typically do. I'll pick up a bunch that are hard to the touch, not soft yet, and I'll stick them in my fridge. The fridge will stop the ripening process, and then I'll just take them out as needed. If I know that I need avocados right now, I'll put 2 out. Another tip is I'll put it in my bowl that I keep apples in, and the apples will help ripen them quickly. Like by the next day, they'll be ready to eat. So I always pick up a bunch that are hard to the touch, stick them in the fridge, and take them out as needed. And so then you have them at a good price. You have a bunch at a good price, and you can eat them as you need, and they're not going to go bad quickly. Next, I got some broccoli. We were running low on broccoli. Like again, these are things that I get each week. I get kind of like the same type of vegetables, same type of fruits, and same type of things, so that I don't need to think about it when it comes to mealtime. I just know what we have, and then I can make any type of variation of meals with the things that I have on hand. We needed broccoli, and I'll make this on the side, or I'll just put it inside of a pasta, but I always have some broccoli on hand, whether it's frozen. And if we don't go through it, another thing I do is I'll chop them up, put them in a bag, and put it in the freezer. So then we're not wasting the stuff that we have, and we'll preserve it and we'll have it later. I got some Honeycrisp apples. I mentioned this last week that this is my favorite type of apple. They're so good, so crunchy, and very sweet. And that's what I like about these. And again, they make a good apple pie. If you know that they're gonna go bad, peel them up, or make an applesauce or whatever, or even when I make banana bread, I'll cook some down and I'll stick it in the banana bread, and it makes it super moist if we don't go through them quickly. I got some spinach. We always have a bag of spinach in the fridge. I'll put this in soup, or we'll just have it as a salad. My husband is on his diet kick now, and so when a lot of things that if we're having something with rice, I'll put a bed of salad down or spinach down, put the rice on top, and there he's getting a good source of fiber, and it's, you know, getting his greens on. I also picked up garlic. I always pick up a sleeve of garlic because we use it so much all day in everything I cook, and since I typically cook about 3 meals a day, garlic is a big part of that. Should have had my onions, but again, the store didn't have onions out, which was so shocking because they always have so much out, but that's fine. I'll survive somewhat. I think I have 2 left in the fridge, so always have garlic on hand. I picked up some grapes. We've been on a grape kick this week, or for the past few weeks actually. This is not something I always pick up, especially not seasonally, but my son has been requesting this all the time in his snack bag, so I made sure to pick some up for him, and I'll just put it in a snack. I'll probably eat a bunch, and then my baby will eat it like on the side with her little meals. So the total of this grocery haul, I kept my receipt, was $123.34. Again, I didn't get every single thing that I needed that I'll typically get for the week because I was on a strict budget and I knew I wanted to stay below that and have it as my goal. So one thing I kept in mind was knowing what I had at home, so I wasn't just picking up things that I just didn't know. So I went through my fridge and my pantry and checked off mental lists of what I did not have. 2, I kept it simple. I got what we basically needed, what I knew that we were going to eat for this week. I didn't get things that I was thinking about I was making in a few weeks or whatever, or just to have it on hand. I made sure I stuck to what we needed. 3, I wasn't perusing. I just had my single focus mind. I wasn't just browsing and looking, because that's how I get into trouble. I'll just grab things that I think I want to make, but I'm not sure I'm even going to make it. So if I wasn't sure I was going to make it, I did not pick it up. Another thing is looking for the best price. I like to get organic all the time, but again, organic can sometimes be super expensive. You want to get what's best for your family, but for us, I try to get organic, and if I can't, it's fine. Again, stick to what I know we're going to eat. And not to be wasteful with our food. If we're not going to eat it, I'll, especially with vegetables or fruit, chop them up and I'll put them in the fridge to preserve them, and we can have them. And again, our money is not being wasted. I'm going to make sure we eat through everything. So I would consider this pretty small. I used to be able to get this amount of food, probably would have cost us about $100, maybe even a little bit less, because I don't consider this a lot of food, but it is what it is. It wasn't that much. I got what we needed. I might just need to step out and get some apple juice and some onions, but again, I still have a little bit of room within that budget since I didn't spend over my budget, so I still have a little bit of money to play with to get any maintenance items this week that we might need. But I think we're okay. I think I did good this time. Let me know what your favorite thing was in this haul, what you guys get for your family, how you guys make that work if you're on a single income or if you have multiple. But let me know what your budget is and how you guys are spending. I'll talk to you guys next week on our next grocery haul. Bye.